Okay girls, this is our lecture 40 and we will talk about Earth's magnetism. Now when you suspend a bar magnet when suspended freely, or a magnetic needle when suspended freely, it always rests itself in the north-south direction. It will turn and it will rest itself in the north-south direction of the Earth's magnetic field. It will turn and it will rest itself in the north-south direction, okay, of the Earth. The north pole of the needle will align itself towards the north pole of the Earth, and the south pole of the needle will align itself to the south pole of the Earth. So when a magnetic needle is suspended freely, it rests itself in the north-south direction of the Earth's magnetic field. Now, this means that there is some magnetic force which is aligning the bar magnet in the north-south direction, okay? So, which means that Earth has its magnetic field of its own, and this magnetic field of the Earth aligns the bar magnet or exerts a force on the bar magnet to align the bar magnet in the north-south direction of the Earth. Now, Earth's magnetic field is not constant. It varies from place to place, okay, both in magnitude and in direction. Value of Earth's magnetic field is very small. It is of the order of 0.1 to 0.5 Gauss, okay. Value of Earth's magnetic field, it is 0.1 to 0.5 Gauss. Now, origin of Earth's magnetic field. Origin of Earth's magnetic field. There is a theory which says that if you are having this Earth, suppose this sphere is our Earth, then there is a magnet buried deep inside the Earth with the south pole like here and north pole here, okay. If this is Earth, our Earth, then there is a magnet buried deep inside the Earth, okay, with the south pole pointing in this direction and north pole pointing in this direction. But this theory failed. Why does this theory fail? Because you see that inside the Earth, the temperature is huge. The temperature is very high inside the Earth. So, the magnet, if there is any magnet inside the Earth, it cannot retain its magnetism at such high temperature, okay. So the theory failed. The second theory says that there is molten metallic fluid inside Earth which rotates with Earth. Now if this is Earth, there is metallic fluid inside Earth which rotates, and this is the axis of rotation of the Earth, though it has not passed through the middle. It rotates with the Earth. The metallic fluids rotate with the Earth, okay. Now inside the Earth is at very high temperature. There is very high temperature inside the core of the Earth. So these atoms of the metallic fluids, they get ionization energy. They get ionized. The atoms get ionized. Atoms get ionized. So what do you mean by atoms getting ionized? The electrons leave the atoms, and the atoms becomes cations, like positively charged. So this positively charged atoms spins with the Earth, because Earth is spinning about its axis. This positive cation spins with the Earth. Now, these positive cations are charged particles. So, motion of charged particle constitute current. So, moving current produces magnetism. So, it is because of this that Earth has its own magnetism, or it has got its magnetic field. It's because of the motion of these charged particles about the axis, okay. Now, magnetic field lines of Earth. Suppose you are having this as the Earth, and we are considering this theory that there is a magnet buried deep inside the Earth with the south pole pointing in this direction and north pole pointing in this direction. Okay, so there will be magnetic lines of force originating from the north pole and going towards the south pole. Okay, originating from the north pole and entering the south pole. Similarly, there will be magnetic lines originating from north pole and going in the south pole, and magnetic lines, they will never cross each other, you know, so they are like this. So here this is the direction of the magnetic lines of force. Now you have placed a magnetic needle. You have taken a magnetic needle and placed it at different places of the earth, at different surfaces on the earth. So what will be your observation? The north pole of the needle, the north pole of the needle will always point in the direction of the magnetic lines of force. Okay, the north pole of the needle will always point in the direction of the magnetic lines of force. So if we have a needle here, the north pole will point in this direction, in the direction of the magnetic lines of force. If you have a needle here, then the north pole will point in this direction. The arrow is the north pole. Okay, the north pole will point in this direction, in the direction of the lines of force. Okay, so if you have a needle here, the north pole will point in this direction. Okay, if you have a needle here, the north pole will point in the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. If you have a needle here, the north pole will point in the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. This is the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. So if you have a needle here, the north pole will point here towards the magnetic needle of the north pole of the magnetic needle will point towards the south pole, which is buried of the bar magnet. Okay, so the south pole will point like this. Okay, similarly, if you place the magnetic needle here, the south pole will point to the direction of the north pole of the bar magnet. Okay, and the north pole will point in this direction. So you may say that there are two magnetic poles. This north pole, this side is called the north magnetic pole, and this side is called the south magnet. South pole of the magnetic needle pointing in this direction makes it the south magnetic pole. So this side is the south magnetic pole and this side is the north magnetic pole. So outside you can see for the earth, the north magnetic pole is in this direction and the south magnetic pole is in this direction. Forget about this magnet inside. Okay, the north magnetic pole is in this direction, the south magnetic pole is in this direction. So you may say that the magnetic lines of force for the earth outside starts from the south magnetic pole and enter the north magnetic pole. And why is it going out from the south magnetic pole? Because of this magnet, bar magnet, which is buried deep inside the earth. Okay, we have assumed that there is a bar magnet buried deep inside the earth. The theory is because of this. This is not the actual theory, but we have assumed it. Okay, so this is the north magnetic pole. Then if this is the axis of rotation about which the earth is rotating, this is the axis of rotation, then this is the north geographic pole and this is the south geographic pole. So you can see the north magnetic, and this is the axis of the axis, that is the line joining the magnetic poles. So NM and SM are the magnetic north and magnetic south poles. NG and SG are the geographic north and geographic south poles. So you can see the magnetic north pole is slightly inclined to the geographic north pole. The line joining geographic north and geographic south is the axis of rotation of the earth. The earth rotates about this axis. It passes through the diameter. But the line joining magnetic north and the magnetic south pole is this is the line joining magnetic north, and this is called the magnetic axis of the earth. This line is the magnetic axis and this line is the axis of rotation joining the geographic north and geographic south. Okay. Now, as I have told you, the magnetic field lines due to earth, the magnetic field lines, these are the magnetic field lines due to earth, and they resembles that of a bar magnet. Okay, slightly inclined to the axis of rotation of the earth. Okay, The magnetic field lines of the earth resembles that of a bar magnet. Can you see the bar magnet slightly inclined to the magnetic to the axis of rotation of the earth? This is NG and SG. The line joining NG and SG is the axis of rotation of the earth. The earth rotates about this axis and the bar magnet is slightly inclined to that. Okay, the magnetic north and magnetic south poles are like this, and the line joining the magnetic north and magnetic south pole is the magnetic axis of the earth. Okay, the magnetic needle becomes vertical at two places. Okay, the place where the north pole of the needle points vertically downward. Okay, this is the horizontal. Can you see? This is the horizontal. If a person is standing over here, then this is the horizontal to that person. And the north pole of the needle is pointing vertically downwards is called the magnetic north pole. The pole where the south pole of the needle points vertically downwards. If a person is standing over here, then this is the vertically downward portion. The south pole of the needle points vertically downwards is the south magnetic pole, or the magnetic south pole, or south seeking pole. Okay. The magnetic needle becomes parallel to the Earth's surface at the magnetic equator. Now, magnetic equator is the plane passing through the magnetic axis. This is the magnetic axis and this is the magnetic equator. This is the magnetic equator. Okay, and this is the geographic equator. Can you see? The plane perpendicular to the magnetic axis is the magnetic equator. So this is the magnetic equator. This is magnetic equator, and the plane perpendicular to the axis of rotation or the geographic axis is the geographic equator. Geographical equator. Okay, so what it says that the magnetic needle is parallel to the Earth's surface. If you keep the magnetic needle over here, the north pole of the needle will point in the direction of the magnetic lines of force and will become parallel to the Earth's surface. If a person is standing over here, you will see the magnetic needle parallel to the Earth's surface at the magnetic equator. That is horizontal to the Earth's surface. That place is called the magnetic equator of the Earth, where the magnetic needle becomes horizontal to the Earth's surface. Now in the next video we will do angle of dip.